literally, companies with tens of billions of dollars are like, why are they screwing me? Well, because they're screwed. It's like Tinder.
I have questions. Okay, I have one.
Right.
I'm going to ask you to make a prediction for us. You talked about model innovation, you talked about blockchain, you talked about so many things that in our lifetime we're going to see it's just going to become easier and easier for us to be able to make purchases, and the consumer experience for us is going to be very, very easy. In the next 2 generations, what is it going to take for brick and mortar retailers to weather that and continue to have a brick and mortar experience? In other words, what is Michigan Avenue going to look like in 30, 40 years?
Yeah, 30, 40 years, like 5. Seriously, you don't need 30,
5 years.
Yeah, you need 30, 40 years because retail's not dead. It's not dead. Retail is evolving. Retail that survives evolves. And that may sound completely obvious if you are a zoologist, but if you're a marketer, customers doing the same thing to achieve the same results quarter by quarter, it's not so easy. Retail evolves when retail continues to meet consumer expectations. And the big message is consumers expect different. They don't even necessarily expect more, they expect different. And they look for different, and there's plenty of potential upstarts to help to provide it for them. So that if you go back to the Blockbuster model, we're still distributing movies, but we're not distributing movies in a way that takes advantage of consumers' forgetfulness. And we're not doing it in a way that requires the USPS to do their role. And so when you think about what does my retail environment need to be moving forward? And it needs to be something that a consumer feels compelled to spend their time at, as opposed to, I gotta go to the store. It's, I get to go to the store, you know.
Very good. Going once, twice.
Yes.
Okay, so if we, I know that blockchain is a big part of the talk. So if we're all believers in it, right, and we go out and we actually recommend that to our clients, what's the process? Like, what is actually the execution of that type of plan?
So I'm focused on blockchain from the standpoint of marketing and retail and shopping and consumers, okay? For a bank and for supply chain and for other aspects of business that are kind of invisible to a consumer, you have blockchain applications that are very, very different. So I'm going to run that disclaimer right now, okay? But when you talk about individuals and consumers and shopping,
Like when we buy in, I mean, we're all familiar with crypto. I mean, everybody here is digital, so we are all aware of it.
Sure.
Like, but it's more of a function, we introduce that into the logistics chain of like supply
Sure, yeah.
and actual sale.
yeah.
What are we talking about here? Is this like buying into an Ethereum type of contract, smart contract, or is this?
No,
I'm lost as to like, are we exchanging US dollars for this, or is this more of a?
Take Bitcoin, take currency, and set it aside.
Fair.
Prove it. You've got the notion of transparency, and then you have the notion of the underlying technologies that deliver it. So let's go back to Walmart and produce. Walmart is using blockchain to vouchsafe for the quality of their produce. The fastest way for Walmart, so I think about Walmart, the dimly lit big box that killed the central retail operation of a small city. How does Walmart move into grocery? So Amazon bought Whole Foods, right? Questionable. Smart? Don't know. Walmart says, using blockchain, we can guarantee that our produce is the freshest, our produce is coming from the right area. It filters up to the consumer in the messaging and it filters down to supply chain by saying, we know we're getting the right stuff. We can stop it at the source if there's an issue, right? In terms of Ethereum, in terms of technologies, you hire a geek to do that. No, you see what I'm saying? And so you have to have your question is spot on. The idea is you have to have an underlying premise of what you're trying to accomplish. And for the most part, when you're talking about blockchain, at this point in time, you're talking about a degree of transparency.
Let's just say we're Kimberly Clark.
Yeah.
Right? We've got some Chinese counterfeiter who's coming to the marketplace and flooding Jet.com with like counterfeit product.
Mhm.
They're the same guys, and they just don't have the sophistication of understanding that
It's not just, okay, here, I can help you.
Or
It's
whatever.
not, no,
Like,
but,
instead of bundling everything into one.
but it matters, no, but it matters. It's not check.com. It's going to be in a, yes, it's in a marketplace by a third-party seller, and they are, and so you have probably heard of it, if not, there's a company that makes jog bras, and these are the best jog bras. And they found, companies from China were literally taking their content off of their website, opening up a Squarespace e-commerce or e-commerce site of their own, going on to Amazon's marketplace and selling this same jog bra. It's $49 from the real manufacturer, it's $19 here. And then people buy the $19 version and it's a sock, okay? And I thought it would be a sock. It's a sock. And then people were slamming the brand's website. Okay, the notion of blockchain is to be able to say, these people are not shipping what I bought, and it's being reported back up into as an attestation of bad. Yeah.
How do you enter into that blockchain competition? That's where I'm struggling. Like, is it just a function of having the right developer, like blockchain developer? And you like create your own blockchain?
Yes.
So it's actually just all one. It's
Yes.
not like you can get something off the shelf and say, let's just put this on our stuff.
That's where we are right now. Microsoft does not.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, no, Microsoft does not have like a blockchain part of 365. But when they do, or when somebody else does, you will find solutions that can be much more easily put.
There's like this preconceived notion that you can just go ahead and like
Yeah, no.
somehow have an inferior developer,
No.
you're gonna go ahead and have
No.
to be able to institute some kind of blockchain
Right.
logistics into your chain, because that's not it. It's really a lot of development.
It's a lot of it because you're starting from scratch. And if you go back in time to before, when there was not yet an Excel, or when there was like Multimate, or whatever the pre-Excel version was, and it could not do most of the things you needed to have done, you still had an accountant somewhere hand doing elections. And so we're at that stage, and that's why I said, don't worry about it, because you're not like behind.
Right, okay.
We're not there yet, but I will, or again, I'll a little bit of a broken record on this. You have to have a notion of what you want to accomplish. And what transparency means for your business is kind of a good place to start, and then you can take it from there.
Okay,
You know?
thank you.
Thank you. That was a really good question, seriously.
Hey, you're welcome.
Anthony, thank you so much. Guys, round of applause for
Thank you guys very much.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Nobody leaves until we polished off the food and drinks. So let's network. We have the space for another 45 minutes. Thank you everyone for coming, and we hope to see you at the next education event. Good night.